Hey, it's Keto Granny, and I want to talk with you about what is the keto diet and what are the benefits of the keto diet. How can it benefit you? I have been doing the keto diet. Now I've been on the keto diet since February of 2018 and February 2019. I stopped and went off the strict keto diet and I started doing the what's called dirty keto or lazy keto. Now, dirty keto and lazy keto, what it does for me is I use it as maintenance. I can maintain my weight doing dirty and lazy keto. I don't lose any weight and I don't really gain any weight. I kind of fluctuate back and forth between anywhere from 3 to 5 pounds. And so I've been practicing maintenance, and I figure that I've learned how to maintain my weight by using, like I said, dirty keto and lazy keto. To me, that's almost like a low carb, but that is how I maintain my weight. I want to talk to you about what is the keto diet. A lot of people have been asking me, what is the keto diet? What does it stand for? How does it work? Now, when I first started the keto diet, I did not know what the ketogenic diet was. I thought keto meant that I get to eat a little bit of any type of food that I wanted to eat. I just got to eat maybe a couple of teaspoons full, and that would be my keto. You know, I derived it from the Spanish word keto, meaning a little bit porquito, keto. So that lets me know that everybody has all kind of ideas of what the keto diet that can be way far left like mine was. So what is the keto diet? The keto diet is short for ketogenic, and the ketogenic diet is a diet where your body is producing ketones in the liver. It's a byproduct of fat being broken down in your liver, and then they produce ketones. And these ketones is what your body uses for fuel, and that's fat. So your body starts to burn your own fat once you go into a process, which is known as ketosis. The word keto came from the word ketogenic. It's just a short version. So the keto and the ketogenic diet are the same diet. We just call it by a shorter version of the name. The keto diet consists of a high fat, low carb diet. It has a moderate amount of protein. You don't want to eat too much protein on the keto diet because too much protein and that excess protein can turn into sugar. And what you want to do, like I said, what you want to do is use ketones. So you're going to have anywhere from 70 to 75% of fat on the diet. You're going to eat 20 to 25% of protein and anywhere from 5 to 10% of carbs. Starting the keto diet, you want to keep your carbs really as low as you possibly can. When I started, basically, it's best to not have any carbs, and that way you will go into ketosis faster. And the faster you get into ketosis, the easier you will start adapting to the ketogenic diet. I won't say easier because some people go through a process, what is called the keto flu. And the keto flu, it is not really a sickness or an illness, but it's different symptoms that your body goes through while switching from sugar to using ketones as its main type of fuel. So now, the keto diet, it was founded, they said that it was used by Hippocrates um, back in the time, and then it was founded and used by Dr. Russell Wilder in the 1920s, 1921s at the Mayo Clinic, and they used it to treat children for epilepsy. It was found that by eating certain low-calorie foods and maintaining periods of fasting, that the children had less epileptic seizures and adverse health effects, from this condition, from epilepsy. So the more that medicine was introduced to treat epilepsy, the more they got away from using the diet. So the diet kind of, I won't say disappeared, but it wasn't as used as much. And so you haven't heard much about the ketogenic diet, but then back in around 2013, 2014, the ketogenic diet started getting a lot more attention, and I think that was because a lot of the movie stars and people like this, they had started using the diet, and everybody saw them losing weight. And you know how that is when people see someone losing a lot of weight, they jump on it as a diet, weight loss fad. Now, the ketogenic diet is not a weight loss fad. It's a diet, like I said, that has been around since the early 1920s and before. So on the keto diet, what your body does is switches from burning fat to burning ketones. And what you do this, your body actually starts eating your own body fat. If you do the diet correctly, your body starts eating your own body fat. And that's what you want it to do. So I have my notes here, so I'm using my notes a little bit. But ketones are produced in the liver, and they are a product of fat being broken down. Now your cells produce energy. They say there are four. Some people say there are four types of fuel sources, and some say there are only two. So I'm just going to tell you that if you say that there are four types of fuel sources, then more than likely you're talking about there's protein, carbohydrates, fats, and ketones. And the best fuel to be used by the body would be ketones. You could also say that the body only burns two types of fuels, and that's either sugar, which is glucose or insulin, or either ketones, which is fat. So, either way, what you want your body to burn and to use as energy is ketones. Ketones. Fat is the new fuel. Fat is the new fuel, not sugar. Sugar is not a fuel. It's not the best fuel to be used. Sugar is not a fuel. It's not the best fuel to be used. We have been using fuel for a long. I want to say we've been using sugar as our main fuel for a long time because we have been trained to eat a lot of processed foods and a lot of our foods that are filled with a lot of chemicals. So, yes, sugar has been the main fuel for a long time, and a lot of us are still using sugar as fuel. But the best way and the best fuel for your body to use is to use ketones. Okay, ketones, as I said, are a byproduct of fat being broken down in the liver, and it produces bodies which are called ketones. I want to say we've been using sugar as our main fuel for a long time because we have been trained to eat a lot of processed foods and a lot of our foods that are filled with a lot of chemicals. So, yes, sugar has been the main fuel for a long time, and a lot of us are still using sugar as fuel. But the best way and the best fuel for your body to use is to use ketones. Okay, ketones, as I said, are a byproduct of fat being broken down in the liver, and it produces bodies which are called ketones. Now, can I say that you'll be eating anywhere from 70 to 75% of fats on the keto diet. Now, you won't just be sitting down and eating a lot of fats. A lot of people get confused and think that you're actually just going to be sitting down and eating a lot of fats, using a whole bunch of butter and different, which you are going to do that. But let me explain to you. The fat will come from many sources on the keto diet, and you're going to get healthy fats from meats you eat, such as the fish. You're going to get it from the beef. You're going to get it from pork, chicken. Pork. You'll get healthy fats from the meats you eat, fish, dairy, nuts. You're going to have healthy oils, such as olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil. You're going to have butter. You're going to have ghee. just to name a few of some of the oils that you'll be using. Also, avocado and eggs are an excellent source of fat on the keto diet. And eggs are also an excellent for, they have just as much of fat as they have as protein in them. They're about 50-50. You want to make sure that you're eating the right kind of fat. Too much saturated fat will increase your LDL, which is known as your bad cholesterol, which causes, well, we all know the problems that bad cholesterol can cause. Okay, now also on the keto diet, you want to eat from 20 to 25% of proteins on the keto diet. You don't want to eat too much protein, but you want to eat enough protein because you want to maintain your muscle and build muscle also on this diet. Now, proteins are essential and necessary. Most of your proteins will come from the meats that you eat, and you want to eat grass-fed meats. These are the best. These are the type that you want to eat. But if you can't get grass-fed meat, get the best meat that you can. Sometimes some people think it's expensive to start the keto diet, but investing that extra expense into your diet will make a great difference. Again, like I said, you want to get grass-fed meats. These are the best. Also, you want to get fattier version meats, such as for the steaks, you want to see the fat. An example of this is like a ribeye steak. Also, on the keto diet, you want to avoid eating a lot of cold cuts. I know that they're handy. You can eat them maybe a few sometime, but don't get in the habit of eating a lot of cold cuts on the keto diet. It's said that they cause colorectal cancer, so this is something that you want to avoid. Eggs also, as I said, they contain a lot of protein and they help maintain and build muscle also. Now, on the keto diet, as I said, you want to eat 5 to 10% of carbohydrates is what you want to eat. Carbohydrates are reduced drastically on the ketogenic diets. And when you are getting your carbs, you should get the majority of your carbohydrates from your vegetables. You want to avoid foods such as sugar. You want to avoid white flour, rice, pasta, breads, cakes, cookies, candy, fruits. You want to avoid processed foods, usually boxed foods. You want to avoid sodas. You want to avoid juices. Carbohydrates can be found anywhere. You're going to want to learn how to read labels because there are a lot of hidden sugars in the foods that you eat. You'll even find carbs in some of the meats that you eat, especially those that are processed. You will be concerned with what's called net carbs and not so much as total carbs. Now, they say you can eat anywhere from 20 to 50 net carbs a day. When first starting out on keto, it's best to have 20 or less carbs a day in order to help you to reach ketosis faster. Like I said, for myself, I tried to avoid carbs altogether when starting ketosis so that I could basically get into ketosis faster. But it's something that you can do at your own pace. And usually getting in ketosis can take you anywhere from, I'd say, 2 or 3 weeks to possibly 2 or 3 months. It just depends on your body and how your body adjusts. Now, when I started, another tip is when I started on the keto diet, I ate total carbs of 20. And that helped me lose my weight faster, and I did better doing it total carbs from 20 to 50 instead of subtracting out the fiber, blah, 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 and getting the net carbs. So for me, I used total carbs starting off 20 total carbs daily is what I did. Eating vegetables will not. Some say eating vegetables will not kick you out of ketosis. I say eating too many vegetables will kick you out of ketosis if you eat too much of anything, especially too many carbs. You will get kicked out of ketosis, but you would have to eat an awfully lot, I would think, to do that, because I eat a lot of vegetables, and I don't think the vegetables that I eat kick me out of ketosis. If I get kicked out of ketosis, it's because I ate something that I should not have. Now, the ketogenic diet will involve you making a lot of changes in your eating style, and these will be difficult for you in the beginning because a lot of people say that it's hard for them to give up the sweets and the sugars that their body has been used to having for almost all of their life. When they came out, if they didn't get their mother's breast milk, then they were giving formula, and these formulas are full of sugars. The ketogenic diet is a diet, it is worth the difficult changes that you'll have to do at first. But to reap the rewards of what eating this way can do for you, you will be so glad that you made that change. You will have more energy, more endurance, you're going to have more pep. Your brain fog will be diminished, you'll be more alert, your mental clarity will get better. You will be surprised at the many benefits that you receive from living this way of eating, from living the ketogenic way of life. It's well worth the short hurdles that you'll have to go through, because once you overcome and reach a state of ketosis, really that's one of the I think one of the worst things that you have to go through would be getting into ketosis. And for some, it's a whiz; they have no problem. But for some, they, like I say, they get the keto flu. But there are remedies to this where you can avoid that sometime, or either where you can make it go very mild, and it's not something that's going to hurt you or anything like that. People who have used this diet have experienced weight loss and say that they have more energy. To do this diet, you must be 100% committed to doing the keto diet and adjusting your lifestyle to accommodate the new changes you experience as your body switches from burning glucose to using ketones as its new energy. I was also going to talk about the benefits of the keto diet, but I don't want to make this video so long, so I'm going to make another video, and that video will be about the benefits of the keto diet. Thanks for listening and tuning in, guys. If you like the videos that I make and you'd like to see more, please leave that in the comments below, and also like and share. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to build my channel. Also, leave down below the type of videos that you would like for me to make. This is Keto Granny saying, Keto on, and let's take this journey together. You can do it. Yes, you can. Let's go.